it's not your responsibility. It's not on you to take responsibility for somebody twisting your perspective. I disagree.
What do you mean?
Well, the idea that like you think this one way and somebody comes along and goes, oh no, don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
And they're trying to get you to do something that you ought to not do. And then you do it and you go, well, that's not my fault. They told me to do it.
Oh.
I think that's such a lazy argument.
You just don't like Rousseau? I don't like Rousseau.
I think that's a dumb ideology. Like, I think that's like a bad way to look at it.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's basically saying, I don't want to take responsibility for my actions.
Yeah.
And I mean, while you can acknowledge that you may have been manipulated or that you may have been gullible in the situation, or that you may have been like worse off and desperate, it doesn't excuse that you did do the thing.
Right.
You know, and I think it's up to you to take ownership and acknowledge why it happened and then prevent that in the future. You're smiling and I'm kind of curious.
So I'm going to skip ahead because this was funny.
Okay.
He's talking about Rousseau. He says, of course he worried, I don't remember who he is. But he says he worried that any attempt on his part to shape the behavior of his son would interfere. Oh, I think this is Rousseau. Would interfere with the natural development and flowering of the child's innate potential. Oh, this is one of his clients. He goes through a whole story about one of his clients that he like was not a good guy.
Okay.
But he wanted to change because he had a son.
Mm-hmm.
And he was really worried about like interfering with the development of his son. So he just was like trying to leave him alone.
Okay, you have to start reading this again. You interrupted yourself too many times.
I know, it's fine. That part doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
I was just trying to figure out the context as I went.
Oh. Thinking out loud.
Yes. So that's pretty much a Rousseauian idea. Is like he would develop on his own in the right way, then that he'd be good. So I don't want to interfere with that. So what Rousseau says that he quotes, with what simplicity should I have demonstrated that man is by nature good and that only our institutions have made him bad. So that's exactly that thing, is that the institutions are corrupting and society's bad. And then he added this, which I think is him trying to be funny. He says, that is the Rousseau who repeatedly placed his own children in foundling asylums because their existence was inconvenient to him. And then in parentheses, he writes, and we must presuppose detrimental to the flowering of his intrinsic goodness.
This is amazing.
Yeah.
I like this Jordan Peterson.
I thought that was
This is
funny.
my new favorite Jordan Peterson, dude.
I like that one. Yeah, he talks all about intrinsic goodness and then just throws his kids in an asylum.
Yeah, I think that's the epitome of like, I'm not going to take responsibility for my own actions.
Right.
I also think it's a good representation of like ideologies and how strongly you believe in them. Because it's like the idea of like being a Christian is like you come to faith and you're saved because you have faith in Christ.
Mm-hmm.
And so you do works based on your faith. You know Jesus is there. You know he's going to help you, support you, and carry you as long as you're obedient and do his will.
Mm-hmm.
It's because we have really strong faith in our religion, right?
Yeah.
But then there's other people who have an ideology and they're like, no, it's real. It works really well. This is good. And then do not follow it at all.
Right.
Because it impedes with their like own selfish desires, or it impedes with something. And then I think it's funny, and I really think it's ironic, because it's like, so you want me to believe in your ideology, but you have so little faith in it that you yourself won't live that life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. The irony.
It's pretty fun.
Hey, thanks for watching the video. If you have any comments or questions, go ahead and leave them down below. And if you liked the video, give us a like. If you really liked it, you could even go subscribe to our channel. And if you didn't understand the video, don't worry, I didn't either. There's a link to the full video down in the description below. Thanks for watching.